super excited about this video because I have good news, good news, good news, good news, good news, good news. BoysOlorun, the devotional for kids who love Jesus and are well behaved, is finally out for pre-order. And if you're watching this video before September 2022, then you are getting an amazing whooping 40% off. Even if you're watching it afterwards, you still have details below on how to get your own copy of BoysOlorun the devotional. Now in this video, I'm going to take you to behind the scenes and inside the scenes of the book, and how the inspiration hit me just after I had come back from my vacation in Dubai. So I'm wearing my Dubai shirt, my Burj Khalifa shirt. I'm tying my Dubai Pashmina, channeling my inner Emirati. And you're here, I'm here, I'm ready to go. Now keep on watching for the news on BoysOlorun the devotional. Shalom, best lifers. Welcome to your best life with Eziaha. And this is Eziaha babyish. On this channel, we talk faith, we talk family, we talk fitness, we talk leadership, we talk about Jesus. And here we are talking a family video because I am here for my God's domestic queens, my stay-at-home moms, and generally really for all moms. Today we are talking about my brand new devotional called BoysOlorun. Now listen, it's possible that you have downloaded that BoysOlorun we had in 2020 and you're like, finally it's out. My sister, this is a complete upgrade from that one. Let me tell you how it happened now. So let me back up a bit to BoysOlorun. During the year that COVID locked us all down and kept us at home plus the kids, I was just like, I'm going to be so intentional about raising my kids. So we're doing like real good homeschooling, and I was teaching them about the Bible. It was my husband that just started calling them BoysOlorun, and I'm like, hey, let's make our family prayer time about BoysOlorun. So at the time, I just wanted to do something that had A, B, C, D to Z that covered the Bible. So I was curating all the BoysOlorun content to A, B, C, D, E, and I was just having fun with it. And one day I'm like, hey, let's put it up on my website, on my blog for stay-at-home mom. And it was so popular, like lots of people downloaded it, lots of people were talking about it. People will see me on the road and they'll say, hi, your BoysOlorun. Like it just gained a lot of fame. I didn't even know how that happened. So I knew I would write the devotion. In fact, I had started several times and I would stop. I don't know what was stopping me, but now I know what was stopping me. The timing was not quite right. So I just pushed it aside, like, you know what, one day I'm going to write it. And people will ask me, from time to time, I'll put it up publicly, maybe a particular topic from my own devotional with my boys. And people will say, oh, do the book, do the devotional, we're going to buy it. But I didn't have that, inspiration and probably direction expressly from God. Then I had gone to Dubai for my birthday and then a retreat that my amazing mentor, PDDK, was organizing. And honestly, Dubai was more like vacation where you just rest and sleep. No, Dubai was intense. I was literally not sleeping. The retreat was so intense. And after the retreat, I stayed back, but I was so plain. Like I was going out, coming back really late, jumping from place to place. And you guys know now, there's a difference between play, rest, sleep, and work. Sometimes you just think rest. We think play is sleep or play is rest. Play is not rest though. So I came back from Dubai and I was exhausted, like super exhausted. So I just said I will stay offline. I'll stay offline for 4 days. So I just took time offline. I didn't come online. I'll come back to Nigeria, but I didn't come online. I just went offline, and for 4 days, I'm like, I'm just gonna rest. Then I'm gonna marinate over everything that Dubai really taught me and opened me up to, especially the retreat. And on the second day of my rest, I also wanted to create new structures at home. I mean, we were in the second half of the year. You want to look like, hey, is this thing still working? Is that not working? So I knew I just brought out the board and I started to create a BoysOlorun. I had a topic in mind. The topic was about excellence. So I had created everything and I'm like, wow, this looks more upgraded than the former Boys Olorun had been doing with my boys. So I took a picture. I'm like, well, let me post it up online. And this was just we don't post it online. Now this is the model I'm giving you to write a devotional, your BoysOlorun Devotional, finally. And I'm like, wow, this is so good. Like, this is so good. I'm like, whoop. So I didn't post it online. I just told some of my friends, so we could pray about it, and then I just got to write it. I told my husband, of course, and I got to write it. And the moment I just picked up the laptop, and I'm like, okay, let me start writing. The idea just started to flow. And one of the things I love about this devotional is how the Holy Spirit is not making me write it like, they are just these babies that don't have brains. No, we're writing it like we're talking to young adults, people that will one day be men and women. So we're not just talking in baby language. Nope, we're upgrading even the vocabulary, the content, the flow of it, because remember, you're not giving it to your children, you're reading with your children. It is your own job to curate the entire thing to suit the age of your child. But on a general note, we are keeping the standards high so that your children have something that they can, we can just put a bit more pressure on their mind, and also not talk baby, baby, baby. Because when it comes to the devil is not talking baby, baby. He's using all of his arsenal. So we have to train our children better. So you notice, that's the first thing you'll notice, that we did not try to do like Bible story. We were like Bible, not that Bible story with cartoon and comics. No, we're like Bible. And I love it. So I want to share the 7 C's that you would find in BoysOlorun outline. So it's a 1-year devotional, and it has 26 topics. So a year is 52 weeks, right? So it has 26 topics, because I want you to go through one topic in 2 weeks. That's what I do with my boys, because 1 week is too short, 2 weeks is just enough. But there's several other instructions in the book on how else you can go through it, so you're not constrained by mine. But on a general note, that's how we think you should go through BoysOlorun if you need suggestions from me. Okay, so these are the 7 C's, all beginning with the letter C. There's the cause, which is the topic to be discussed. So instead of just saying subject, it's called a cause. The cause, the direction we're going to go. So you can even have these conversations with your kids on, vocabulary. What does this mean? Your kids actually growing too, like, it's so beautiful. Then there's the consumable, which is the Bible verses or the chapter that we're putting under review. So you know how you're supposed to eat the word of God, so this is like a consumable, so you will read it to your child. Meanwhile, did I mention that if you pre-order, you are going to have access to our BoysOlorun Masterclass, where I'm going to go into more details about how to use the devotional and some other thoughts that you do not find in the devotional. So you really want to pre-order. Pre-order details are showing right now, and I'll talk about it at the end too. So the third one is contemplation, which forms the basis for conversation. So you just have this really small paragraph that talks about what are we really talking about here. Then it can spark up conversation between you and your kids. Then number 4 is the culture. Here you can relate what you have read to them, to morals and behavior. Because remember, we said BoysOlorun is not just for kids who love Jesus, but kids also have good manners. They are well behaved. So yes, we connect it to culture. We bring it to the level of culture, so it's relevant to how they behave in their day-to-day lives. Of course, there's creed. Creed is like the memory verse, the sword that you get to memorize. And then there is confession, which I thought of also calling call and response, because it will be like this short mantra, easy to remember and repeat, adapted from the creed. That's from the memory verse, adapted from it, and generally from the topic. You just adapt something that you can easily remember. It can be like a song in your home if you want. And finally, the 7th is coach, where I speak directly to you as the parent on how to get the best out of the week's course. So you see, we're not doing anything small, we're like taking it to the next level, and it will be officially out September 6th, which is Tuesday, 2022. Guess what? It's also my son's birthday. But really, that day was when I knew that everything was going to be set for you guys. So yeah, but you can pre-order. If you pre-order before the dates that's showing right now, you would get free access to the BoysOlorun Masterclass, and you'll also be getting something else that I don't want to tell you yet, but you'll be getting it. So you want to pre-order, and more than anything, you get 40% off. So instead of paying 5,000 naira, you get to pay 3,000 naira plus access to BoysOlorun. Come on, what's there not to pre-order? Don't just pre-order, tell your friends. Plus, the reading experience for BoysOlorun will be strictly on my app. So I built a reader app for all my books and all my e-materials. The BoysOlorun is going to be there, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world, whether you use an iPhone or you use an Android phone, it's available on both stores. The app is called Eziaha, and the details are on the screen right now. You can download it. You can have access to the book. When you pay, you can have access to BoysOlorun Masterclass. But remember, it launches officially September 6th. So if you're pre-ordering, you don't get to see it fully until September 6th. And even if you watch this video after September 6th, you can still get the book and every goodness that's in the book. Okay, so I'm excited about BoysOlorun, and I'm excited for what it's going to do for you and your boys. Come, my boys love Jesus, my boys are well behaved, and I continue to just enjoy parenting, and I want everyone to just come into that beautiful experience. So if you have pre-ordered, let me know. Let me know if you're watching after you have gotten the full devotional. My goodness, let me know what you think about it. Like, I put my everything into this devotional, and I know that you're gonna love it. So please spread the word, drop a comment, share this so that people can know about it, and we can all raise children who love Jesus and are also well behaved. God bless you.